Now I am going to solve the next task, basic formula and functions. So now open the file. So here you can see that most of the tasks are from the uh, previous exercise. First, the table is given. I would like to transform it into a table. So go to the format as table, and I select a formula. My table is header, so this is the header. So I have a table header, and I press it. So now the table is formatted as a table, as an Excel table. Now I would like to calculate the sales. Here you can see some tractor brands, the name of some tractor brand has given, and the origin of their country. The number of tractor they have sold is also given. The unit price of one tractor is also given. So the sales should be the unit price multiplication of the number of tractor they have sold. So equal to unit price multiplication number, and I press enter. So this is done. Now I have to calculate the sum of all the column, and these are the basic functions. I will find all the basic functions here. I click on the arrow sum. I just need to select it and press enter. Then average, selecting the range, press enter. Maximum, select the range, press enter. Minimum, selecting the range, enter. Count numbers, selecting the range, enter. So there is a new function here, count A. What does the count A do? You can see the count function, it only counts the numbers. Count function does not count the text. Like if I press like write count and I select this one, press enter, you can see it is showing 0 because the country column has only text and count column cannot count the text. That's why we have count A function. Count A function counts both number and both text. So equal to count A. I can press tab, and now I can see how many countries are there. If I press enter, yeah, count A column is working. Count blank. So count blank column counts the number of blank cells in the column. So equal to count blank. I press enter for selecting the function. Select the range. I close the parenthesis and press enter. So you can see there is no blank cell here, so it is showing 0. If I copy down this formula to here, now you can see there are in this column there are 8 blank cells. That's why the function count blank counted those blank cells and give us the results at 8. And the function count if is a conditional counting. Like I want to see how much the class tractor make sales. So I can find class in under Austria, class in under Greece, and classes under Cyprus. So there are different so So now I want to see with a formula how many time class has appeared in the table. So for this I press equal count if, I press tab, range, I select it from here. This is the range of the column from where I want to count. Then I press comma and the criteria. So my criteria is class, and as class is a text, I must put it under the double quotation CLS close there. So you can see that count is 3 times in the column. Here I want to mention one thing, that I am giving comma for separating one requirement of the formula to another requirement, but in some cases in some versions of Excel we may need to use semicolon instead of comma. So where can you find it? What do you need to use, comma or semicolon? You can always find it under the suggestions. Whenever you type a function, you can find a suggestions here, that like here for count if function we must need a range, and we need to separate it with a comma and criteria. In some versions of Excel you can find here semicolon instead of comma, especially the versions of Excel in our university. So you must remind it that you may need to use comma or you may need to use semicolon, and before putting any formula you must notice it, what do you need to put here. So I go to the sum if argument. Sum if argument is also almost same like the count if argument, but in this case I want to sum up the number the tractor sales by the class. So class is here 17, here 15, here 75. So I want to sum up all the cells under the class. So I can do it with the sum if function. How can I use it? Equal to sum if, here press tab. So I need a range, so obviously range is here because I want to find it from here, and I need to separate it with comma or maybe in some cases for semicolon. So my criteria, I want to see the sales of class, so class would be my criteria, and I need to put it under double quotation as it is a text. CLS comma and sum range. So from where do we want to sum? We want to sum it from here. I close the parenthesis and insert. So now I can see the amount of tractors sold by class. So now I can also calculate this data for the other cells. I just need to select it and copy it like this. Okay, now here I want to show you two different three more formula, concatenate upper and lower. For this I want to make a column here. For making a column you need to select the column, and you can press Ctrl Shift and plus button together. It will create a column left side where you have selected. So how concatenate function works? The concatenate is a function which brings the content of two cells in one cells. Let's see how it works. Equal to concatenate. So if I select this two cell, close the parenthesis, sorry, I need to close it, I need to separate it with a comma, so you can see, yeah, annular, but I want a space between this. So how can I put a space? So a space is also a text. If I want to put an excess a space, I must put it under a double quotation. So I put a double quotation, put my space, double quotation, another comma, and now you can see annular is rightly concatenate. So if I can copy down it, and you can see the all cells are concatenate. Next, the upper function. Again, Control Shift plus for creating a new column. So how upper function works? Upper function is nothing but it just make the small letters into capital letter, is equal to upper. If I select this state, so you can see all the letters are in a capital from now. So lower function, just do the opposite, equal to lower here, yeah. So I think I hope you have understood these things. Now I go to the next worksheet. So from worksheet, we need to do, first we need to calculate weekdays from the date. I can do it with a text function. So equal to text. So value would be the date. Separate it with comma. I want to format the text. So for formatting text, I want to it in English language. So for English language, the code is like this, but we need to put the format into a double quotation, $sign minus 409, and as I need date format, so for the date, for the day, for the weekday, I need to put D. So you must need to memorize it. Close the parenthesis, and you can see the date. So you can change it. If you put a 3-day, you can see the short form of day is appear. If you put 2D, so Monday is the first day of the week, so it is showing 1. If you put 1D, it is also showing the 1. So now I can press it double D. Now in the other in case of some version of Excel, especially in the German version of Excel, you may need to write the function in different way. See, here we know that in Germany day means Tage, so there you need to put T. So this will be the formula if you want to work with the PC of our university. You must need to remind it. I put this formula here like this. So I copy down the formula with double click on it. You can see the data form. So then total sales are given, national sales are given. How can I find the international sales? Obviously it is pretty straightforward. We just need to deduct the national sales from the total sales minus national sales. It is done. Okay, so ratio of international sales. So ratio means the division or the percentage. We want to do it in percentage. Ratio of international sales of total sales. So equal to international sales. For ratio we must need to divide it divided by total sales, and it is already formatted. So I would like to show you how to format it like this color scheme. First I am going to clean the formatting. Before that there are some error here. So how do I remove the error? So for removing the error I can use the if error formula. If error separated by comma. So if it is right, it will calculate, it will execute this formula. And if error, we want to keep it blank. For keeping blank we just need to put double quotation. So double quotation means there will be nothing. So if I copy down, you can see the error has vanished. And now I want to format it as a percentage. So yeah, now I want to put a color palette into the cell. I can find it in the conditional formatting. I can find color scales, and I can select it from here. Yeah, this looks good. There are more formatting, you can find it. There are also directional formatting, so you can explore it later. So now again, like the previous one, we would like to do the sum. So again, sum, sorry, I should do it in this one. Sum, I want to make the sum of the total sales. Select it. Average, average, maximum, like this, max, selected the range, minimum, selected the range, enter, count the numbers, count A. So I need to write it, count A. I can select it with the tab button, selecting the sales. Enter. Now count blank. So Sunday, you can see that Sunday there is no sale, as Sunday is the holiday. I can select count blank, enter. So there are 4 Sundays and those are blank. Count if I want Monday, so I want to find how many Mondays are there. Mondays are there is equal to count if. So range is here because Monday I can first I need to find Monday. Where is Monday? Monday is under the weekday tab, so I can find the range here, separated by comma, or in some cases with semicolon. And the criteria, what do I want to find? I want to find Monday. Yeah. Monday. Yeah, there are 5 Monday. Sum if Saturday. So how much sale was in Saturday? I want to find it out. Equal to sum if from range. I want to find Saturday from here, comma, criteria Saturday, and we must put it inside a double quotation, comma, sum range, from where we want to make sum it up, from here. I close the parenthesis and it automatically gives us the total sale of Saturday. Now I would like to do some additional formatting with this table. Like there are Sunday. I want this Sunday to be look red. Not only this Sunday, but the whole row which corresponds Sunday will be, I want these cells to be look red. So how can I do that? I can do that with conditional formatting. So I go to the conditional formatting. I cannot do it from the preset format. We need to make a new rule for formatting. So I go to manage rules. There shouldn't be any rules here before formatting it. So I select new rule and I do it with use formula to determine which cells to format. So I go there and format values where this formula is true. So this should be true in this whole column. So I select this and with F4 button I lock this column. You can see the tiny dollar button which is in front of C. It means that C column is locked, but with the 4 there is no dollar sign here. That means the row is movable, the row is adaptable. So now this C4 selects the whole column and it is movable from according to the row. So C4, and I can do it with pressing the F4 button 3 times. So first time when I press the F4, there will be $2 sign appear. Second time I press F4, there will be $1 sign, and third time I press, the dollar sign will be in front of C, in front of the column. So it should be equal to Sunday, as I want the Sunday to as I want the corresponding row under Sunday should be in red color. So I need to put Sunday under a double quotation, and I want to format it. The film is the background. I want the background should be red. Okay, I want the font color should also be deep red. There are a lot of options here because I want to make the red color a little bit lighter. Yeah, I think it is okay. Yeah. Now here I need to choose where the rules should be applied. I want these rules to be applied to the whole table, as I want to make the whole row into this format. So I select the whole table and I press click apply and OK. Now you can see the Sunday is now in red color. Now I want to do some more formatting, like I want the top 3 cells should be in green color. So I can do it from conditional formatting, from top to bottom rules, top 10 items. So I say top 3 numbers, top 3, and I can choose the green field with dark green text from here. So now the top 3 number is now in green color. I want that least 3 number, the lowest 3 number should be in red color. So I can also do it from conditional formatting, but I have to select bottom 10 items. I have to select 3 red color. Okay. From international sales, I want the sales which is above average should be in red color. So I select the column, go here, go to the above average, and click OK. So the cells which have above average international sales, now those are in red color. From national sales, I want to make green colors which have sales more than 15,000. So I can also do it from conditional formatting. So highlighted sale rules. There is a rules for greater than, and I want the sales which have more than 15,000 should be in green color. So I press 15,000, and from here I can press green color. So now all the sales which have sales more than 15,000 is now in green color. So now I can see how so you can see that I have applied so many rules, so many conditional formatting, and now how can I see how many rules I have applied here? I can always select all the table, go to the conditional formatting, go to the manage rules, and I can see all the rules I have applied to this table, and if I think these rules I don't need, I can always delete it and press apply. Okay. So now this format has gone. There is another thing here. I typed a code for the language. This is the language code because I wanted the weekdays into English. That's why I press this I type this code. You can find all the codes in the next worksheet. Thank you. This is all from this lesson.